I recorded this before. I know I have to re-record because I just found out Liv Hewson is actually non-binary and I misgendered them throughout the entire review. Anyway, so yeah, the movie that I'm talking about today is Let It Snow, and I'm only focusing on the storyline between Liv Hewson and Anna Akana because they are the representation in this movie. Now I have to go over everything I talked about before. So when I was looking up LGBTQ plus movies, this is one of the ones that constantly came up on the list, and it made it seem as if like this movie would have them as a major characters, like the movie focuses equally on all the couples. It doesn't, because we don't get much screen time between their characters, Dorrie and Kerry. Alright, so Liv Hewson plays Dorrie. They're the redhead in the brown jacket, and Anna Akana plays Kerry. Okay? So, the other person. So, basically what happens is we know Dorrie and Kerry know each other. Dorrie has been meaning to send a text to Kerry. They had like a date and everything was wonderful and everything went well. But now all of a sudden when Kerry comes to the restaurant with her friends, she's ignoring Dorrie and Dorrie can't figure out what's going on. But then when they're alone in the bathroom, Kerry kisses her and then it's like, oh yeah, everything's great again. And then go back out and Dorrie again is getting ignored by Kerry, and Kerry can't figure out, and Dorrie can't figure out why. So later on, Dorrie finally confronts Kerry, and Kerry lets her know that she's actually still in the closet and she lied about being out to her family because Dorrie has such great stories about being out. Now, Liv Hewson and Akana, they're acting. It works for this movie. If it's just a simple teen romance flick, I guess. Liv Hewson, if you don't know them, they were in Drama World. They were in Santa Clarita Diet. Those are what I especially know them from, because Drama World was my introduction to them. And they were fine. It's just that the storyline between Dorrie and Kerry feels so forced. And once I was like looking up more about the movie, I found out it is based on a book called Let It Snow, 3 Holiday Romances. And that's written by Lauren Miracle, Maureen Johnson, and John Green. And I did double check. It is that John Green. And when I was reading through the synopsis of the book, because I didn't read, I was just like, what did they base this off of? It doesn't look like their storyline exists in the book. It actually looks like they changed up a lot of the stories and really only kept Tobin and Duke, or Angie, the tomboy Angie who goes by Duke, kept their storyline and got rid of everyone else's storyline. That's what it feels like. It feels like they were just trying to like add and change and do this and do that, and the only storyline that felt mostly cohesive was theirs. Dorrie and Kerry felt very pushed together, and maybe if I read the book, it would be different and I will see more of them and understand their story more, but their storyline honestly just felt very forced, very like last minute written. It didn't feel fully cohesive, especially the whole idea that, you know, Dorrie sees Kerry acting a certain way around everyone and being standoffish after they have had this wonderful date, and doesn't go, wait, are you not out? Because the entire time I'm like, it's clear Kerry isn't out. Why is Dorrie pushing this? Back off. Kerry isn't out. So I guess they threw that in to be like, and that's why. And that's why Dorrie kept pushing it, because Dorrie thought Kerry was out, but she wasn't. And I'd rather go back and watch Some Kind of Christmas. Honestly, I would rather go back and watch Some Kind of Christmas. But yeah, that is Let It Snow. That's how short the storyline is. Like, if you cut around everyone else's, they probably had like 5 minutes together on screen. Probably even less, who knows. But yeah, that's how easily pluckable their storyline is. I feel like I wasted my time with this movie. It's my one Christmas tree. There it is. This is the movie that is the one Christmas tree. I wish I watched anything else, and I wish I reviewed anything else, but I made the decision that this is what I was going to be reviewing today, and I hate myself for it. If you love this movie, I'm sorry. I mean, I guess the coming out storyline works for a lot of people who especially might, relate to it. But like I said, their storyline just felt so forced and pushed together. And that's why, for me, I just wasn't a huge fan. But yeah, thank you for checking in and listening to my TED Talk. If you want to watch Let It Snow, it's on Netflix. It's all right. It's a movie. It's not a horrible movie. It's just their storyline, it wasn't what I wanted. Have a good day.